Okay, in this topic, solving exponential equation by finding common bases, linear exponents. So there's more than one way to do a lot of these, but there are some like this one that go faster if you notice something about them. And so this, we have a property that if the two bases are the same, and we don't know what the exponents are, but they're equal to each other. If they're equal to each other and the bases are the same, the exponents have to be equal, right? There's no other way that that could happen. So in this problem, we're going to use that to our advantage and say, okay, these don't have the same base right now, but if I can find a way to make one of the bases into the other one. And so if I notice that like 5 to the third is 125, I can take, and where there used to be a 125, I'm going to replace it with 5 to the third. Right? It's something that's the same as 125. And so I haven't changed my equation at all. I just rewrote it. So where there used to be a 125, I now put 5 to the third. And then the one thing to be careful about is when you have an exponent to an exponent, you multiply. If this one is more than one term, don't forget you have to distribute. So this will say 5 to the 15 minus 3x equals 5 to the negative 6x. And so now that these bases match and the two things are equal to each other, I know the only way that can happen is if the exponents are equal. And so I use that property. It's basically like the bases went away. So I know that's the only way that can happen. And now I have a really simple linear equation I can solve. So if I add 3x to both sides, I get negative 3x. Divide both sides by negative 3, x equals negative 5. And especially when you're newer to a topic, probably a good idea to check them. And so if I put negative 5 back in here, I get 125 to the 5 minus a negative 5, so 125 to the 10th. And then that should equal 5 to the negative 6 times negative 5, so 5 to the 30th. You can either check it in your calculator, or if we're doing this same thing that it came from, this is 5 to the third to the 10th. Right, replaced 125 with something I know it's the same as. So it looks like 5 to the 30th equals 5 to the 30th, so it checks out.